she
minute, dog.
smokes 10
Orange has
fucking
been dead
camels
since
a
like the start of
day.
the round.
She's
I've been looking
Exactly.
every day.
I was on
Well,
fire.
I don't have timing. I don't have timing, but
All
it
day.
was like sometime because I did my office thing and then it died. But like I checked before, so it was just a while. But black is clear for this kill, and then I went to admin. It was one weapons,
son.
two security, and I literally think that's it. I think
Bro,
everybody
he
else
at
is off
home. You
map.
don't need.
When you left admin, I went up to vital table and it was 2 dead.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, okay.
No, you can't ask a question,
Yeah.
gang.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask away.
Me and White.
Give me a sec. Let me mute. Let me be right back. I forgot what I had to do, but I remember.
Oh, that was banana. That was banana. Yeah.
I think I can also clear yellow and rose, so I'm thinking it's between pink, red, coral, and white.
I was in lower. I'm red. I was in lower contamination the whole time. So I don't know what to tell you.
The whole time?
Not the whole time, but most of the time I was down there. Probably most of the game I was there.
How's everybody, chat?
You
How are y'all doing?
Yes.
It's a nice little morning, you know. It's already 2 a.m. How are y'all doing? So, late night, we're getting involved in it. Honestly. Pretty nice.
Red.
Ain't it? Like, you know, we're having a little fun.
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry.
You're in lab, bro. You're in lab. Chill.
No, I
You're in
can.
lab.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I completely forgot this round. I was running everywhere. I did. Yes, I did.
We're chilling and all that.
Idiots.
Anyways, it's Maze, by the way. Maze felt fucking orange. Y'all didn't let me talk the whole time, so Maze felt fucking orange. That I know. Y'all didn't let me talk.
just at a very big, like, scale, right? Because at that time, I was going through a lot, you know. I was going through changes I didn't even realize. I was going through the last time, like the last, I'd say, free epoch of my life, the free era of my life. I was truly free of anything. You don't know, it feels like God gave me a very extreme liberty for a few months of my life. And it was like knowing that after that, I was always gonna be caged by something that I wouldn't be able to escape. I had escaped every other hurdle I had found, right, across my life. Every other cage I had escaped, but this one that was about to come. This one that was about to come, I would never escape. That's when epilepsy came around. You know, epilepsy is a cage with a lion inside that you can never escape. And for me, I had already found myself in such situations. I found myself in such situations all my life since I was a kid. But as I grew up into my early teens, it got worse and worse. And it was tough, you know. I escaped a lot of the cages. I still find myself in some of the cages now, but most of them I escaped with just pure willpower. Some cages that most people will never be able to escape by themselves, and it's all because of the power that God gave me, and the wisdom. But epilepsy, there's no such thing. We kind of just stuck with it forever. And yeah, any forever disease, you know? And it's sad, truly.
Why is it so fucking hot?
Because it's just not something that you can do anything about. You kind of like just have to cope with it, you know. That's what I've done. I kind of just have coped with it, you know, realize that, well, you know, I have to take medicine for the rest of my life. No. I will never be able to do so many things that I wanted to do, that I dreamed of doing when I was a kid. I always, as a kid, dreamed of, you know, having a plane. And when I grew up, or like even a little plane, or like even parachuting or something like that. I just wanted to fly somehow. Like flying a plane meant a lot to me, and yeah. Like this, it was a. I didn't know it, but since the beginning of my life, since before I took my first breath, I was already doomed. For most of the bad things that happened in my life.
That was with me in lab. Lights went out. White left. Then what? Maybe about 10 seconds later, the body was dead and White's on right reactor. But I was on spaceship or the drill. I was on drill. I'm pretty sure it's fucking White. I don't know if you want to fucking like waste my time. Okay.
It's tough, you know, but I think everybody who goes through stuff like that needs to realize one thing, that there's just nothing you can do. Now, there's a point that you reach that you have to realize, I'm stuck like this, and this will be forever. This is my forever now. This is forever. And it took me a while for me to understand that with epilepsy. It took me years. And even that is short. It took me years to really be able to look myself in the mirror and say, you have epilepsy. You, the person, have epilepsy and are stuck with this until the day you die, until the day you take your last breath. You are stuck like this. You will have to fear this thing in your head till the day you die. You don't know when you might have a seizure. You just know it'll be bad. You just know you might die. You just know at any moment it could happen, and so that's something a lot of people with epilepsy will never realize. Or at least will realize, later in their life when, they've wasted their time imagining a life without it. And I know how compelling it is. I know how compelling it is to imagine a life with no epilepsy. I dream of it still. But there's a reason why things happen. And for me, I always understood that a lot of the bad things that have happened in my life have brought a lot of emotional intelligence to me. They have brought a lot of wisdom. They've brought a lot of, intelligence, but not the, not the math kinds of intelligence. I'm shit at math. But the kind of intelligence where you can speak to somebody, where you can, be intelligent with people, right? Handle situations with people, try and, I know when I tell people to fuck off, to go kill themselves, I might be, you might say, oh, this guy is always raging, but honestly, I just do that because I have anger issues. Of course I do. And that's not a flex, by the way. It's a very bad thing to have, and I should get that checked immediately. I am going to a psychiatrist, and everybody who has anger issues, you should go to a psychiatrist. But it's a very hard thing to control, either way. And I have to control it without medicine, because if I have medicine and epilepsy, that just doesn't work, or it's very bad. It makes it worse. But either way, it has given me a lot of wisdom. I can now help a lot of people with, any issues they might have that are similar to me. And I know maybe it was, I don't think it was God's plan to give me epilepsy. I'm pretty sure that was just a thing that happened, because we live in a corrupt world. We live in a world that's just imperfect. And Jesus eventually will come back and bring a perfect world. And we live in an imperfect world. I don't think it was demons. I don't think it was none about that. I just think it was something that happened because of biology, because of whatever. Because of chance, right? Chance. It's nothing you can do. It's like people who say they get cancer, and it's Satan's fault somehow. Or God's plan. It's most likely not. It's just, your cells, when a soul multiplied, its DNA was corrupt, and the mechanisms that are supposed to avoid it